today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Number 31.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Raheem Mostert.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first. And 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Lindsay. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
To throw now on first down. Samuel bringing in the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. He completes this one to Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This is Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and Sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 10, Texans 7.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Back to throw, Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Mostert. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. 2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gould with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Watson trying to get his guys moving. And it's incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
And he's found the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. It's caught inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the 49ers add on to their lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sideline and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Niners 24, Texans 10.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have come to halftime, and what's already... And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Texans 10. Robbie Gould to kick
The
off.
Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Houston set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Watson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a carry for Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
18-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Texans 13.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
1st down, 49ers.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not up now, Joe.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle to Kittle, complete.
The pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's the end of the
end result, 21 yards.
Niners
still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Again, looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back to throw again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 8 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, keep it up. Hey, check Mike 57. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Holding offense. Are you serious?
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go, you Titans. Let's go, you Titans.
Again, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They're going with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And down to the 16-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook, and I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Texans cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
To go.
Back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The quarterback.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up a throw, being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. After the sack on first down, Watson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby.
The first down pass.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try again next week at home against New England.